Where you at, Dave? In Indiana or somewhere?
Oh yeah, I'm in Indianapolis. I'm in our office. We've got this little 400 square foot room with Elise back here. Say hi.
Oh, nice. Hi.
Yep. So she's our customer success manager. If you haven't met her before, and we just got some decorations put up, some photos of us with Deal Machine members, and so this is our Indianapolis location.
Looking good, man. Love it.
Thanks. And where are you at?
Heber Springs, Arkansas is where I live.
Okay.
It's about an hour and 15 minutes north of Little Rock.
Oh, great.
7,000 people, small lake community, Greers Ferry Lake. And I just partnered up with a college roommate and I and one other guy in Jackson, Tennessee, about an hour from Memphis. We're going to be wholesaling out there as well. So
okay.
We got 2 gigs going on.
Okay, that's great. And so is this something that's just getting going, or is this kind of something that's you've just recently taken to phase 2 with your partnership?
So I started full-time myself in November. Did my first deal in January. I've done 17 deals since January, got 3 more in title, and got like 4 others under contract. We just started our business in Jackson, Tennessee today. We've already done 1 deal. Got it contracted before we started actually, but it closes on Wednesday. So, man, we're super pumped.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're ready to roll, dude.
What's your secret to actually just getting started and getting that momentum going so fast?
Just taking action, man. I'd been in the car business 15 years, went through a divorce, lost a job, had a crazy rough year, but you know what? I just hung in there, stayed positive, decided I was going to do something different, and took a chance on being self-employed, and man, it's the best decision I ever made. And
I'm glad to hear that. And hopefully Deal Machine has helped.
Oh yeah, it started out a little slow, but it was a lot of it was on us, not y'all. I'm now kind of getting it in the groove. You can see we just did 3 deals real quick. And we got 3 or 4 other deals from Deal Machine under works. And so, man, we're just super pumped. And the bad thing is, I don't think I'm really using it to the full capacity that I should be. So I've got a lot to learn with Deal Machine, and I'm really going to take the time into doing that now that I believed in it before, but you know how it is when you're starting out and you got a million things and I was a one-man show. So doing everything, but it's a valuable tool. I'm really excited about it, and it's kind of taken us to the next level. So,
well, tell me, what have you guys done with Deal Machine so far to get those 3 deals?
Basically just doing a lot of driving for dollars. We're mail outs only. So that's kind of where, we haven't even touched the surface on cold calling on it yet. And that's what we're super excited about, because those are just mail outs only. And, so, we're only using it to a small portion of the capacity of what can happen. So we're really excited about that, but we do download quite a few deals or upload them. We had probably 300 or 400 in the system, but we're trying to work with other partners on getting it. And it's always keeping somebody. They'll kind of get in there for a little bit and they'll be all gung ho, and then they hadn't added the property. So you've got to always keep that rotation moving up and just trying to work with everybody we can to make this thing go.
You're talking about Deal Finders now.
Deal Finders, yep.
Yeah.
We have worked with some Deal Finders, but we haven't even touched the surface on that. So that's what we're really excited about. We've got 3 or 4, but we've had a couple that have really done well with it, and so excited about that feature too.
That's great. Well, it looks like you've got about 515 in the system. And so you've got 3 deals from those. What were the stories about those deals? What did they say when they got on the phone?
Okay, one of them was the first one, I believe, was one in Benton, Arkansas. It was a guy that had been married, lost his wife, had a lot. The house had the roof. A tree had fell into the house.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of damage. He had a lot of just memories that he was trying to get out of the house, you know, and it had foundation issues and just had become a burden. And he'd worked with 2 or 3 people, and they just, you know, when it got kind of tough, they'd kind of fizzle out or whatever. And it wasn't an easy deal. We had a lot of work, had to go through a lot of end buyers to make it work, but we're able to get that one. That was a small deal. It was about a $2,500 deal. But we did get one for about almost $9,000, $8,750 in the same town, actually. And that was just one that the guy inherited it. It was a father. He let it set for about a year, and he was ready to make something happen. That one's kind of funny story. I called him on a Friday night about 8:30 at night, and he said, well, you can come out tomorrow, but I've got 2 other people coming out on Monday, and I'm not making a decision till they can see it. I said, okay. Well, I went on out anyways and just built some rapport with the guy and said, hey, let's just get this over with. And he signed the paperwork. We closed a week later, and deal happened. And then the other one was an inherited property where she'd listed it with a realtor, and the realtor called me. And, you know, at first, I didn't really realize the importance of working with realtors and kind of had a negative aspect about it. But I realized that I need to get on board on realtors, and the call went great. Worked with her. It was probably the easiest deal I ever did. Made $4,000 on it. So those are just 3 of the ones that we done, and you know, we're just super excited about this program. I mean, it's a phenomenal tool that can bring a lot of money to your company and bottom line. So we're.
Oh yeah. I love to hear the 3 stories plus the 4 additional ones you've got coming up, right?
Oh
Are
yeah.
those just leads that have called in, but you haven't done an appointment yet, or where are those at?
We a little bit of all stages. We got some that we've got 3. Well, those 4 are actually under contract. So we got 4 others under contract that we're working, but we've got a couple other new prospects in too that just in the works at the beginning stages, trying to get some appointments at and that type of stuff.
Right. And then were all those initial deals houses that you or your existing, you know, partners added, or did you have any deal finders working for you at that time yet?
We just we've had the deal finders for a few weeks now.
Okay.
And that's one thing I need to work on to make sure that I can see who uploaded the deal to make sure they're getting the correct credit for them.
Oh, okay.
Show me that. But yeah, we've got like probably 3 or 4 people that are regularly adding stuff right now. So
that's great. So are you guys must be on the enterprise plan already?
We are. Yeah, it was we are on the enterprise plan, taking advantage of that. That's a phenomenal deal, and really like the feature being able to add people to the team at any time, and it makes a big difference on, you know, it's a numbers game. You got to keep adding them. You got to keep, you know, mailing them out and making calls and going to see them, locking them down, and, you know, getting them going. So. Oh
yeah. I want to show you how to actually see who submitted which property. Is that okay?
Perfect. Absolutely.
Okay. Let me try to start this screen share. There we go. Let me know if you can see it.
I can. Yep.
All right, cool. All right, so we've got an analytics overhaul coming, so it's going to get even better than what I'm showing you right now. But if you go to the list view, did you see how I did that on the left-hand side?
Okay. Yep. Absolutely.
So I can see that like this property was created by a guy named Vito. He's somebody on my team that's a deal finder. And what I can do is I can even sort my property list. There's this filter option up here on the top right. And so I could filter all the properties added by any particular team member. So I've got a buddy, Nick Romero, and then he's added a few properties, and I could just display all those. and I can use the filters that way. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Another tip that I would suggest is, how are you paying your deal finder? Is it per property or is it per hour or?
Like right now I'm trying to do, and I don't really know, but like right now I'm trying to do like 50 cents per one that they add.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do a bonus on if the deal closes through title.
Okay.
And so that's kind of, we left that kind of open depending on what the gross would be, and just trying to, we don't want to underpay by any means, but we don't want to overpay either. We just want to kind of make it fair for everybody and go like that. But that's kind of what we're starting out doing. I don't know. What's your opinion on how we're doing that?
Yeah, I think different people find that different payment structures work well for them. The one that I always suggest that actually will end up saving you money, I think, is instead of doing a bonus, just to do a flat hourly fee, because I think the type of person that wants to go out there and drive really appreciates that steady income. So,
right.
I personally do 15 an hour here, but you can go even 13. I think that you could even go a little bit lower if you wanted to try that, but knowing that they'll get, guaranteed pay will end up working out so that you're paying less, because you're not paying like $1,000+ bonuses, and they don't care.
Yeah.
They'd rather have the consistent payment. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So when you're doing that hourly pay, I was going to show you this driving routes feature, because when they start driving, you can have them press the start driving button, and then you can actually see how long they're driving each day, as well as where they've been. So that way you can have them just total it all up, and then you can scan this just to make sure their numbers they're accurate. And then I pay via Venmo, but everybody's got a different payment.
Yeah, that's the way I do too. Yeah. Absolutely.
And just a couple other things. On the current analytics screen, you can actually see which team members have added so many properties in the last week or two. So that's always there on the analytics as well. But like I said, this is actually going to change. It's the next update we're making to the app, so it's going to get even better. Have you calculated your ROI on Deal Machine yet?
No, I have not. That's kind of stuff I need to get better at and definitely do. But
what was the 3 assignment fees that you've done so far?
So I've done let's see here. I've got them written down. 2,150, 8,750, and then 4,000.
And so about 15,000, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm really pleased with adding $15,000 to the bottom line.
Absolutely. I'm trying to do a quick tally up here. Give me just a second.
So, I told you we have 2 companies, myself, and then I'm part of one that I joined. We started today. So I use the enterprise under myself. The other partner was wanting me to be part of his team. It wasn't letting me. So I knew that I needed separate email. If somebody could just walk me through that so I could get in, and the other question is, how do I do that on my phone that they know this is for this company, this is for the other company? So.
Yeah. All right. So are you wanting to actually combine and merge your accounts? Or
no, I'm not. I'm wanting to do them separate.
Okay.
Is that an option?
It is, but I was just trying to dig a little deeper and figure out why are you wanting to have 2 separate accounts? Are you just partnered with somebody in a specific area?
Yeah, no, we just doing these 2 companies separately. Yeah. Okay. So we're targeting this one company based out of this one area, and probably eventually the 2 companies are going to emerge.
Okay.
But at this point, they haven't yet.
Okay. So to keep the billing separate, yeah, you'd need 2 separate accounts, and you'd need 2 separate emails. You have to use a different email with his account. I did want to say if it's about using a certain marketing number or having a certain return address that's different, you can actually do that within the same account.
All right. Okay. I see
With
what
our
you're saying.
signatures, you can create multiple signatures for different locations. But yeah, to keep the billing separate, I get that. You need to have 2 separate accounts with a different email address.
Right. Okay.
So a
So-
quick tip, if
Okay.
your email is jeff@gmail.com, you can actually use Jeff, the +, company 2, or like whatever it is, and use that in the other account. So you don't personally need 2 separate email accounts to do the account management that way, but it'll act like a separate account in the Deal Machine system if you do it that way. Does that make sense?
Okay. It does. You may have to have somebody to show me that or how to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, we can definitely do that offline. But yeah, our support team will be able to help you out with that.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. And then it looks like you spent about $1,400 to get that $15,000 profit so far.
I'll do that every day of the week.
That's right. Let's see. I'm trying to calculate what that return on investment is. I always get mixed up which way to divide the numbers. Let's see here. Oh, that was the wrong way. Well, I think it's like a 10x investment, right? You take 1,400 times 10, so like 1,000% return, which is pretty awesome. Yeah,
that's phenomenal, man.
Man, you guys are rocking and rolling. I can't believe we've done all that in just a short amount of time.
Well, we're excited, but you know how it is. You can always do better, and there's a lot of people that are really outperforming us that we're trying to keep learning, and we're just at the beginning. So we're excited at where we're at, but we got a long ways to go and a lot of stuff that we got big expectations for our company.
Thanks again for sharing the story. I know it'll help somebody that's listening.
No, absolutely. Thank you for letting me be a part of it and just be a part of your company, and look forward to seeing let's grow together, man.
Absolutely. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Have a great day.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.